talk some stuff about grounding today. The benefits of grounding, where it came from. Basically, when the beginning of time, before God said, "Let there be light," and then He created the earth, and then all the very first storms began. God started charging the earth with these lightning bolts. Every single minute, there's 6,000 lightning bolts hitting the earth. So from the beginning of time, it's been happening. It's been hitting this earth. And what it did is, over the course of time, between the sun right now, there's electrons hitting the earth everywhere. It's hitting the surface of the earth, and the earth is absorbing all these electrons as well as the lightning bolts. So when we go on test, we're going to test it right now with a meter. We're going to prove to you that the surface of the earth is living energy. And now I just got here. I didn't even try to do this before or anything, but we're going to walk out right here to this out here. So basically what we're doing is right now, I'm going to prove to you that this earth has living energy right here in the backyard. So if you get one of our anti-aging bed covers and you want to check it out with a meter, you're going to use this clip and hook it up, this banana clip, and hook it up to the bed cover where there's actually wire and the silver. And we're just going to prove to you that the same energy on the surface of the med bed that we're talking about is the surface of the Earth's med bed. The Earth is the original med bed. Before there were any med beds that ever existed, it's the original healer in the beginning, when the Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve were laying on their bed naked. The same electrons that they got, that living energy from the Earth, laying on the Earth bed naked, the Earth's med bed, that's the same energy you're going to get now laying on this bed cover. So what we're going to prove to you is the same energy that God heals all wildlife. So for example, you ever seen an elephant with elephantitis? You don't ever see elephants with really elephantitis. These are inflammation related disorders gone wild. And this is an example of people that become ungrounded because now we live on a concrete jungle. Everywhere we go is concrete and asphalt. So we don't even really get to touch the earth anymore like we are right now. Like you're barefooted, you're getting pure electrons in your body. So that's what's happening right now when we touch. We're going to plug this into the earth. So anybody can do this. We're going to the millivolts now. So you can see my millivolts, it seems to be a little bit higher, lower over here. Other places a little higher. In Orlando, it goes up to 400, 500, and 600. So right when I touch the earth now though, see it's working? I'm going down now, I'm receiving those electrons, those millivolts right out of the earth right now. I'm receiving that electron donation. So when I go up, you see how that goes back up and that goes higher? Yeah. So that can happen to anybody. Now you touch it, your feet, you just touch that. What does yours say? See, yours is actually going down lower because your feet are actually on the ground right now. Mm-hmm. So that's, you're actually already pre-grounded. So that's why you're not getting, but if you were to touch your hands, you would even get lower too.
Oh yeah, so see it's going 3, 7.
So you're actually receiving a lot of electrons right now back here. Mm-hmm. So it really wants to give you a good electron donation.
Oh, it keeps going down.
Yep, it's going to go down the more and more and more, the more your body gets filled with electrons. See how that works? Mm-hmm. So your body right now is receiving that electron donation. And many people suffer from what's called the electron deficiency syndrome because they don't have the electrons to fight off the free radicals in their body that are actually causing these diseases. So that's one test that we show everybody. And now what we're going to do is the same thing here. Plug that in. Now I'm putting it on hertz. So we're going to just test the hertz here, put it on percentage. This is my body. Well, outside here, it's pretty much the same. So when I touch this right here, now let me explain to you what hertz is before I do this, just so everybody understands. Hertz is every single minute, right all around us. These are EMFs. So you hear about these EMFs all the time. EMFs is anything from 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, cell phones, modems, routers, TVs, smart devices, Wi-Fi, modems, all these all this waves, gamma waves, satellite waves, AM, FM waves, the microwaves. We never had none of this 100 years ago. Now we are bombarded by these frequencies from these machines that we never had before. And usually in the room, outside it's not too bad. It's about 55. But when in the room, it'll be a little higher around the machines. My body's around the same, 55. Now when I touch the earth, see that go down to 0? all the EMFs just got mitigated out of me and went right into the earth. So that's what happens when you're grounded. It happens on the bed cover. Anytime you're laying in the bed cover, you're grounded. All the EMFs are being mitigated out of you. You see how it goes back up to 60? That's about the normal for everybody. Ungrounded, your body is about, frequency is about 60 hertz. And then when I touch the earth and just that grounding effect, you see it'll go down. This takes a second to register your body frequency. So that's what happened there. My body was just reset. The frequency was just reset. So this is how we prove this electron donation that you get from the earth every single minute from the hydrologic cycle. All the sun that's all the light is the earth is like a sponge absorbing these electrons. So they're everywhere on the surface of the earth. So when you're walking barefooted, you're receiving that electron donation. You're becoming one with the energy of the earth. And this is why this is actually biohacking the way we sleep. For now, you're literally coming back to the Garden of Eden, receiving that electron donation that you never did have probably in years, because most people don't really get out here. They don't have an electron diet. They're not in the sun receiving these electrons. They're not touching the earth barefooted, and they're not eating the fruits and vegetables that are marinating in the electrons to make them grow. And that's the kind of, or you're not laying on an anti-aging bed cover that gives your body these electrons. Another benefit of our bed cover, on the back side of that cover, is the tourmaline crystals. Now that's designed to use your own thermal body heat. So any activity that's warming you up in the bed is pure layers of infrared therapy. That's going to help break up the oxidative stress that's forming in your arteries. For example, the #1 killer in the earth is when your heart turns to butter. Cardiac arrest, 20% of the entire earth die from heart attacks. This will help break up that oxidative stress so it doesn't build up in your arteries, that infrared therapy. So this is really like a triple crown. The cover, the top, the thread is 99.9% silver. So you're completely grounded to the earth through that silver, and you're plugged in. It's actually plugging into the outlet through the ground, and that's what's grounded underneath your home. There's a 4-foot grounding rod, and that's how that energy is coming out of the earth and through the whole cover. So when we go back inside here in a minute, we'll set the cover up on the bed. We'll show you that the same energy that we're seeing out here is the same energy on the surface of the bed. And we're also going to show you that the same way your EMFs are mitigated out of you, anytime you're touching that bed or that silver, any one of our anti-aging grounding products, you're actually EMF free. All the EMFs that we prove to you with the meter, that your EMFs are being mitigated out of you and going right into the earth. Anytime you're grounded, even walking out here, and you're also receiving that electron donation from the earth. Okay, now here we are inside. All we're going to do is prove to you right now that the same electron donation that we just saw outside is going to be very familiar to what's going on inside here on the bed cover. And also the same thing that we saw outside where the EMFs were mitigated from out of our bodies. You're going to witness that same energy or frequencies just go right into the earth. So what you do is, we'll go ahead and turn on the light. All you have to do is, just like you did outside, you plugged it into the dirt, just hit anywhere that silver is. Thread is 99.99% pure silver. You're literally laying on a plate of silver. You know how they say food lasts longer and everything lasts longer on plates of silver? That's even your body. So here we are. When I let go, you can see these are just the electrons in the air from all the lights and everything. When I touch my body, you're going to see it goes a lot. I went to overloading, so that's about 600 millivolts is my body ungrounded. Everybody's about the same that's ungrounded around the earth. Outside it was a little lower. You saw earlier it was about 350, 400. A little different outside in the sun. But inside here, you're seeing this is the same energy coming out of the bed that when I touch this bed cover now, you see how that goes down to 1 millivolt? I don't know if you can see that. That's what's the energy my body's receiving right now from the electrons. This is because there's, under this building, there's a 5-foot, most likely a copper rod that's grounding every one of these outlets. So you're going deeper into the earth. So the electrons from that center core of the earth, where there's a little bit deeper, that's where your body's being fed those electrons. That's right there is 1 millivolt. So outside it was a little higher because you got electrons all around the sun, everything. So everything's being absorbed right in the sun. You're receiving those electrons then right in the dirt. So let's go over here to the hertz. Now we're going to prove the same thing. Hertz is the EMFs here in the room. Now you see how I said it's outside, it was around 50 or 60. In here, it's around 70, it's hitting 70 a couple times, 72 right there, 73. The reason why is because we have more lights, we have everything, the combination of all these different machines. You have a lot more stuff creating more frequencies here in the room. So when I touch my body, it goes down to 60, like I was showing you, the same as outside. Everybody's is about the same. People that are really, really extremely ill, sometimes they say their frequencies that go down below 40. That means you have something going on in your body that's a little bit more. So when I touch this bed cover now, you can see that right there goes to 0 because now all the EMFs are being mitigated out of me and going. And when I let go, I'm being charged with all these EMFs. So when I let go again, you see it in the room. It's about 80. When I touch it, it goes down a little bit because I've got a lot of clothes on that helps protect a little bit. Our bodies are a little lower. But now when I touch the earth, it literally goes back to 0. Just like coming back to the Garden of Eden, your body's being reset to the frequency of the earth. It's also, at the same time, you're getting that electron donation. So you're becoming one with the energy of the earth's surface, receiving that energy, and you're also becoming one with the earth's frequency. At the same time, every time you're right here on this bed cover. So what we want to do is just show you one thing here real quick too. The back side of the cover is these tourmaline crystals. If you can see that huge dot matrix of tourmaline crystals, that is actually designed to help you when your body's being heated up in the bed, any activity that's just creating any of your body to get warm laying in a pocket. It takes that natural heat and turns it into infrared therapy. Infrared therapy is one of the greatest ways to break up the oxidative stress that's building up in your bodies. For example, the #1 killer on the earth where your heart turns to butter. Any of that, the cranial calcification where your pineal gland is becoming calcified, or you got all types of buildups where your brain starts to look like a sponge from all the calcium deposits. That's all oxidative stress. People get Alzheimer's, dementia, all types of brain fog, cancer, brain cancer, all types of cranial calcification. It's all these things that are going on. It's headaches, migraines. These are strokes, these are aneurysms. These are all free radicals that are building up in your brain that we don't really have the tools to help get that out. But that's what this infrared therapy does. It helps break up the oxidative stress that could be building up, causing this. A great example is sugar, one of the #1 killers in the earth. Sugar is, you have absolutely not one desire to, you don't even need a drop of sugar at all in your body. I had a guy that came into our office, pure cranial calcification, where he had amyloid plaque, a whole crown, 53 years old, just by eating sugar his whole life. It turns to Alzheimer's disease. So these are one of these are the examples of oxidative stress. And the benefit of the tourmaline crystals or that infrared therapy, it helps break up that oxidative stress in your body. Now, also we have, with our med bed system, we have what's called the PEMF. We don't have one of those here, but it's designed to hook up 4 million frequencies that we have with our unit, that you could hook up to this bed and get that pulse electronic magnetic frequency pulsating through the bed at the same time. So these are the tools that we have. Biohacking your body while you sleep to give you layers of healing versus layers of death. So, and come down here at Dr. Lauren's.
Hi guys, I am so excited with it and feel when you bring your mind away from that outside world, you can really feel the effects. So you know me, I like to meditate, and if you can settle your mind down, you know what you're laying on is working, and that's why I brought in 2 hyperbaric chambers. I'm really excited to have them. And so book your appointment. If you're ever in Tampa, you know where to go.